This week in the World on Water, the 52 Super Series Scarlino Cup. Pantaenius presents Storm Sailing with Skip Novak. The Royal Highness the Duchess of Cambridge and Sir Ben Ainslie test sail the AC-45F. Hannah Whiteley is kitesurfing in Brazil. The World Match Racing Tour is in Newport, Rhode Island. Celebrating 20 years in 2016 of the Superyacht Cup in Palma, Mallorca, we show you highlights from last year.
Well, conditions look great here in Scarlino, nice flat water, and it's a reliable sea breeze, 10 to 12 knots, so we should get some great racing.
Warning signal in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark.
So it looks like a great start for Prevetta and Quantum Racing on the pin end of the line. Prevetta having spotted and actually took the anchor line for the move going forward with them. They have to slow right down, but that leaves Quantum moving away nicely. The top mark is incredibly close, falling down to the lay line, up to the mark. So there we have it, the red Quantum start, but again, the one here in Scarlino, Quantum Racing comes through the finish and secures the first title of the Super Series 2016.
Well, the first time in Scarlino, Tuscany for the 52 Super Series, which is 5 years old this year. 1 year ago we had 9 new boats in Valencia. Here we had 11 boats, all race prepared, finally honed after preparation since March. A truly exceptional level. 2016 we continue our commitment to running environmentally responsible regattas. We started the week with a beach clean. The other thing we had was a fleet of electric BMW cars.
Sustainability program is great here for the TPs, matching with the cars, electrical cars from BMW is exactly the approach from the Super Series to keep the environmental clean. It's great, and it would be perfect if we can have BMW for the whole event, for the whole circuit, and everybody will be happy.
Here we are then, day one of the 52 Super Series 2016 season. All the pressure is on now. Preparations have gone back to March. All that's behind us now. Racing starts today. Points are available as of today. Time to go racing. Well, the regatta got away in a light westerly breeze. Quantum Racing won the first race, passing early leader Allegre. Sled got right early in the second race and won. And Quantum Racing recovered to a third in that second race. So 1-3 for the day really does set the tone for the week.
2 down, 48 to go, you know.
Prevetta were kings of the pin on day 2, more southerly breeze. Prevetta started twice off the pin end and went left. That was a winning formula, and won twice to move up to second overall in the standings. A steady day for Quantum Racing, a 4-3 for them. Zura, the champions, start to climb up the table with a good second place in the second race.
The shore crew's worked hard over the winter, and we've made a few sail design changes and lots of little things really, and I think some of them are all coming together, and hopefully we'll see a general trend that we're going to improve this year.
Then we moved into the 28-mile coastal race up to Sparviero Island just off Punta Ala. Great start by Quantum Racing. Prevetta's love affair with the pin end. They got too close, hooked the ground tackle and towed the boat upwind for a matter of metres. The race was all about getting the ley line out to the island right. Brunellasek called it perfectly and led all the way round. They've now won 4 of the 6 coastal races, and in 4th place the battle between Platoon and Prevetta ended up tied in 2nd place.
Finally we managed to put all the pieces together and we had a good race, and most of all was a great teamwork.
And then a long wait in light airs. It was only 10-5 when the race got away. Sled and Allegri were first and second at the top mark. The Platoon via Prevetta battle, well, Platoon got a penalty on the start line but recovered back up to second and lay second overall going into the final day. Quantum Racing lead by 4 points.
It's one of those races where anything can happen. The wind was very strange even when we did race. We expected more breeze than that from our forecast, but you got to go with what you've got, and we're pretty happy with the result.
Penultimate race of the regatta, strongest breeze of the week, 15 knots. Allegri staked their claim to second by winning the race. Quantum Racing nice and steady. Unfortunately, Platoon challenging for second, dropped back to 8th after a bad start. So lighter breeze for the final race. Sled lead all the way round the course. Quantum Racing get their second of the day and win the title. Allegri get third across the finish line. That gives them second step in the podium, and Platoon manage third. Well, first time in Scarlino for the 52 Super Series, and Quantum Racing run away with the first title of the season. Super consistent, never finishing worse than fourth. Allegri get a good second place, repeating their success of a year ago when they made their debut in Valencia. But the standard of the fleet is so much higher, and Platoon take third place. Pretty steady, but not such a good final day.
Yeah, that last race, Allegri, you can't say enough good things about how well they sailed really throughout the entire regatta, so you got to give them a big congratulations as well, because they did very nice work.
So final results for the Scarlino Cup: in first place Quantum Racing on 23 points, second Allegri on 29, and third place Platoon on 35 points. So that's it from Scarlino, a new and challenging venue for the 52 Super Series. Good win from Quantum Racing and an excellent second for Allegri. We move on to Porto Cervo. We'll see you there.
All boats, this is the race committee speaking. This is the final race of the event. Thank you very much. See you in Porto Cervo.
Pantaenius Sail Insurance brings you Skip Novak and How to Heave 2.
Welcome to Yachting World's Heavy Weather Seamanship Series, produced in association with Pantaenius Yacht Insurance. Heaving 2 is a very useful means of riding out heavy weather and taking a rest in demanding conditions. Skip Novak's going to show us how to do it.
Now it's blowing about 35 to 40 here now, quite big seas. Now if you had to actually get to windward in this condition, you wouldn't be able to do it. So what we often do down here in the Southern Ocean is heave to until the weather system passes. There's no point to try to go to windward in this condition. You don't go anywhere for a start. You're sailing across the wind. It's dangerous. You could break something and you can knacker the crew. Well, we're going to give this a go. We're going to try to heave to. Now we've got, when you get to this stage, for sure you're very little sail up in the first place. We've got a fourth reef and we've got our storm staysail up. So we're going to very simply, first maneuver is to back the staysail with the windward staysail sheet. So we can start doing that. Bertie, if you start backing the staysail. Maybe go a bit more. Okay, let's hold that on the staysail. Now I'm going to lash the wheel. I'm going to turn the wheel all the way to windward and try to fish the boat up into the wind. So stand by the ease. Ease your main. Ease your main. I'm going to leave the mainsail up for now and just see if we can balance between the staysail trying to push the bow of the boat down and the mainsail trying to scallop the boat up into the wind. And that's, you want to find that equilibrium. Now the problem is every boat is different and different sea conditions, so you have to play with this a while to see if you can actually make it work. Some boats heave to very well, some boats don't heave to at all. So right now, that's not bad. Okay, where's that sail tie? And what you do, once you sort of feel you're in equilibrium, you Lash the wheel to windward. That's what I'm going to do here. Get that around a cleat. Nice and tight. Quite big seas here. Hands off. You can cleat your main. That's not so bad. So far so good. The wind's coming from here and the boat's at about a 30-degree angle to the wind is absolutely ideal. But what you don't want to do, you don't want the boat to make a tack, so you got to sort of watch this for a while, and then, you know, when you're confident that you're in a good situation, you've got good equilibrium between the staysail and the main, you can all go down below, and guess what? Have a cup of tea.
We thought we had a good speed, a better speed than he had, and he bored away, so we thought we had some distance to him.
I mean, the whole thing was normal, was easy, and suddenly the yellow boat came on starboard, so we have to stop the boat. So we stopped the boat, but probably not enough. There are some mistakes, then we have to laugh, and the guy on the back, he started laughing earlier.
So we came after him, and then he came up and fooled us there, and the wind was really puffy, and it was a tricky way to handle the balance on the boat, and just in that moment he just reached us in the stern.
We tried to bear away, and we just made it to bear away and keep going, but the guys in windward.
We had to go up and avoid a collision, and at that moment we got a puff and just flaked over.
The Duchess of Cambridge took flight with the Land Rover BAR team on the Solent recently aboard their T1, a foiling AC 45 catamaran. The Duchess took control and steered the boat at 35 knots during their training session as they trained up for the Portsmouth Louis Vuitton America's Cup World Series event in July. Ben Ainslie said it was fantastic to take the Royal Patron on board the T1 during their training session on the Solent.
Great helmet. I think we got up to 30 knots.
Absolutely loved it, honestly.
Fantastic.
He said she was a natural. The temperature is rising in Palma, Mallorca, and they are getting ready for the 20th anniversary of the Superyacht Cup. To celebrate, we look at last year's event through the eyes of Clear Blue Sky Productions and Ted Fitzgerald.
Oh, haul me up. Please help me, I'm drowning. Haul me up to where I can breathe. Haul me up where the air is sweeter. Or stretch out a hand, brother, please. While I'm walking in a sea of molasses, every step I take, oh, it sucks me down. The more I fight, the more that it grips me. If I sink much further, I'm looking to drown. Well, I'm lost in confusion. I'm up to my knees. I'm back in the quicksand. Stretch out a hand, brother, please don't hold me up.
Really gonna piss him off.
Rope hanging, just not very good. Holds out a cup, I'm tempted to drink. 6,000 voices ringing in the rafters. Now how can I dream when I can't even think? Now the band sees them wailing. Now the sirens are singing. Now the furies are screaming. A stretch out a hand for the police. I'm lost in confusion. I'm down to my knees.
2015 Murray!
Sun's shining and breeze should come in, so how good's that? It's going to be a good day, I think.
Should be plenty of breeze to get the full schedule in, so yeah, it'll be a good battle and it should be some fun.
And Guichard bringing his bow up, Phil Robinson bringing his bow up. We're going to see the boats come together, really close impact. But he's picked up the mark a little bit on the leeward rack. You can see Mark Bulkley giving it a bit of a push. Canfield has caught one of the marks on the course, I cannot believe it. He is looped up on a mooring buoy in the middle of the Newport Sound. Objective Canfield calling for room at the gate, but Phil Robertson going for another lap, a big lap for Robertson. There's a penalty on Canfield, I'm for sure. Big puff on Canfield, he's right up on his ear.
He hooked one of the mooring buoys again! Oh my word! No way!
And it's a penalty on Robertson, I cannot believe it.
What? Taylor Canfield and his crew cross the line and take the win!